I welcome you to another interesting episode of the program Femininescope. This is where we celebrate women who have triumphed in different spheres of life and also discuss issues affecting them and seeking ways to solve their challenges. I am Amanda Ezekwokogu. The history of fashion designing can be traced back to the ancient times when clothes were made from plants, animal skin, and bones. Today, fashion designing is a full-fledged industry that involves fashion design, creativity, technology, and business. Fashion designers can specialize in clothing accessories or jewelry design, and guess what? There is a wide range of options for a designer to choose from, such as lingerie, swimwear, women wears, men wears, etc. To talk about fashion designing is my fabulous guest, who you'll get to meet after the break. Stay tuned. If you're just joining us, this is Femininescope, and today we'll be discussing fashion designing. We have our guest in the studio, an accomplished professional in the fashion industry where she has excelled in both management and sales, seamlessly integrating strong customer relations into her skill sets. With a keen eye for fashion trends and a proven track of successful leadership, she brings a dynamic blend of creativity and strategic acumen to the role of an instructor. Her personable approach and commitment to fostering positive customer relationship uniquely positions her to impart comprehensive knowledge in fashion business management and sales. An accountant turned fashion designer, the CEO, Fab Signature, Frances Anyaegbuna. You are welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
From accountancy to fashion, how did it start? What is the relationship?
Passion. I've always wanted, as a child, I always did this dress up. And then I read accounting quite all right, but I've always wanted to be into fashion. I love dresses, I love dressing up, I love seeing people dress well.
So when exactly did you start this?
Okay, I started first Fab Signature 2017. But before then, I was selling fabrics.
Okay.
I sold fabrics for years, and then 2017 I launched Fab Signature, June precisely.
And how has it been all the way?
Oh, amazing. Amazing, yes, I want to say amazing, even though we have a lot of challenges. As fashion designers, we face a lot of challenges, but then I've been able to make outfits that sell outside Nigeria, as far as Australia.
Wow.
And parts of Europe and all that. So I would say amazing. God has been good to me.
So what inspired you? Because we know that, okay, you wanted to do fashion apart from accountancy, but something must have inspired you to take it up as a business.
Okay, what inspired me was when I lost my husband. I thought of what to do, what I love to do, what I can do and not get tired. Then, as a child, my mother sold fabrics too. So I've always been into fabrics. So I thought of what to do. And then I started with cooking.
Wow.
Yeah. I started with cooking. I still cook by the side. I started with cooking. Then after a while, I said, no, I need to do this. I can do fashion 7 days a week. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. And then it gives me joy, and that's it.
So what's your favorite part of being a fashion designer?
Seeing pictures of people wearing my outfits.
How do you feel?
Oh my goodness. I can look at pictures and videos all day. When I see how my pants, we make signature pants, how they fit, I'm like, oh my God, this is it. You know, there's something about making outfits and sending it outside Nigeria and it fits. Gives me that joy.
What's your greatest strength as a fashion designer?
Attention to details. We have so many tailors. They can use, so many of them do not care about threads, We say use navy blue to make blue and all that. But I look at the tiniest details. That thing you do not see. My staff will tell you, once you raise an outfit, madam will tell you what's wrong there. You know, I start looking at outfits from the inside. That's why I start looking at it before checking how it fits.
Now, people always say, okay, that, you know, there's this silent fight. What is the difference between a tailor and a fashion designer? Because people will say, oh, they are all the same. Why would you say? Of course, growing up, we knew about the Obioma people.
Yes.
You know, but now it's already modernized, and people are like, okay, she's not a tailor, she's a fashion designer. What is the difference?
There's a lot of a tailor makes outfits given to her or him. You just copy it and make. A fashion designer, when you send a design, she will adjust it to suit your body type. She may not, okay, even if she doesn't create. A tailor does not create, actually. A tailor copies and makes. A fashion designer makes, and then when you bring your own design, she will adjust it to suit your body type. You know, it's not everything a slim person wears that a plus size will wear. But a tailor doesn't know that. Once you show them the design, they sew it, whether you will be like inside a bag of rice. It's not their business. You know, so that's the difference between a tailor and a fashion designer.
When a customer walks into your studio, what is the first thing you notice about the person?
The first thing I notice about the person,
knowing they are coming to make their clothes with you.
Okay. The first thing I look at is it's strange, but then it's your bra. Because your bra determines how your dress fits. That's the first thing I look at. And then I'm like, okay. And then I look at what you're wearing. What you're wearing tells me who you are. If you're the type that wants wear off shoulders, short dresses and all that. And then at times I want to look at your pictures. As we're talking, I'm checking your Facebook or your Instagram to see who you are. You know, people do not know. What you wear tells me who you are.
As a fashion designer, you know that, but we that are not fashion designers, we don't even bother.
No, I know. When somebody walks in, your outfit tells me whether you're the loud type, whether you're quiet. Your outfit tells me who you are. Once I see you, I know.
Talking about outfits and all that, what are the kind of wears you make?
Okay, we make, I'll start with what we are known for, signature pants. Basically we use more of Ankara to make our outfits. Even though we use other fabrics, we make dresses, casual dresses, dinner dresses, office wears, made to measure. We measure in ready-to-wear pieces. You can walk into our store and pick outfits. We have sizes already made. So once you walk in, you always have something to buy.
Don't you have fears that, okay, even if someone walks into the store and gets a dress that it doesn't fit?
Our ready-to-wear must fit you. It must fit you because it's loose. Most of them are free dresses. Okay. So unless you want to make a made to measure, we now measure you and make for you. Okay. But most ready-to-wear pieces are free dresses. So there's no, just like what I'm wearing. Mm-hmm. You can just walk in and pick any color of your choice. So
what influences your fashion design?
Trends. I look at what is trending now, and then seasons. You know, during COVID, people bought ready-to-wear pieces, free dresses. So many people found out they had no free dresses. All they had were work outfits. So during COVID, we sold ready-to-wear pieces. So it depends on the season and what is trending.
You said you started your business in 2017.
Yes.
What is the greatest challenge you've ever faced as a fashion designer?
The greatest challenge I've ever faced. power supply. Power supply, and then getting good fabrics, high quality fabrics. You know, I started off, like I said earlier, I grew up in a family where my mother sold fabrics, so I've always known fabrics. So I know good fabrics. So getting good fabrics is a big challenge. And then power supply. In a day, you see us using the generator for like 10 hours. It's a very big challenge. You know, you've already charged the customer without putting that into consideration most times. And then you have to run the jam because you must deliver. Most
entrepreneurs complain about staff. Do you have that, or you have fantastic staff?
Everybody in Nigeria knows that tailors are amazing people. Let me just say they're amazing people. Yes, I have the challenge. I have that challenge. But there's something about tailors. When you work with tailors and they know that you can sew, they won't do certain things to you. But when you just own a fashion brand and you can't sew, it's a problem. They can wake up one day and leave. And then you can't do anything. But when they know that, madam can sew, I mean, it's a lot easier. If I have that challenge, but then I can sew, and then I've been able to teach my children.
Oh, they run the business with you?
Yes, yes. So
when did they start sewing?
Okay, I started with my son. He never wanted to sew. He never liked sewing. He kept saying, this is not for men. I said, there's nothing like for men or for women here. After all, we have Vodi, we have Maya Tafo. So, I mean, there's nothing, fashion is not for men or for women. So my son started when he was, after JS3, I had to force him. Yes, I literally forced him. He refused, but then he had no choice. After a while, I had to send him to somewhere.
To learn,
because he refused to learn under me. You know, so I had
he would take you serious.
No, he didn't take me. He would come up with, I'm sick, my stomach is paining. I said, okay, I'll pay somebody to teach you. But today, once they are home, I'm good.
And the girls too?
Of course, the girls. Though one of my girls, she's not really into fashion, but then she can help us with buttons and then small stuff like that. Yeah.
So in all these things, how do you keep yourself motivated as a business owner, as a fashion designer? Because sometimes, of course, not every day is a good day.
No.
There are low days. How do you keep yourself motivated?
I look at the days I won. I remember the days, and then I'm like, okay, I won the other day, I won the other day. Today I'm not feeling it, but then I'll manage with those days. I'll think about them and I'll feel better. Yes, it's not every day I want to sew. It's not every day I want to post my business on social media. It's not every day I want to go to work. But then I have to do what I have to do. I don't give up. I don't give up. So I look at those days and I'm like, okay, tomorrow we try again.
So in your own opinion, how do you identify a good fashion designer? Because we don't know.
Okay.
Sometimes we just say, oh, this is good on you. Let me just use your tailor, and you go there. Of course, by the time you get your fabric back, it's messed up. How can you identify a good fashion designer?
There are, like I said earlier, attention to details. There are designs that I see, and then I know that whoever made this is a tailor and not a fashion design. Example, you'll see someone wearing a top, the lines are vertical, and then the skirt, horizontal lines. That's a mess. So when I look at these things, and I look at the inner, the hem of your outfits first. But when I get into a tailor or a fashion designer store, I look at the outfits, I look at the details. That will tell me how good you are. Whether you're detailed or you just join clothes and that's it.
I know you're your own model.
Yes.
But over the years, have you ever worked with people that model your products for you?
Yes, I have models. I have models that I use once in a while. But I noticed something, that each time that we make a design and I use models, the designs do not fly.
Really?
Yes. I observed it over a period of time. And I noticed that I will still need to model those outfits. So after a while, I had to stop using models and do it myself. And then since then, the result has been fantastic.
Going through your social media pages, I noticed that you have more customers outside the country than inside the country. How did this happen for you?
How did it happen? When I started my business, first of all, what I did was to send friend requests to people outside Nigeria. I deleted most people in Nigeria. I looked at my target customers, the people I want to wear, I want to sell to. And so I started by commenting on their pages to be noticed by them. And then I started posting. And then I started charging in dollars. Because I like now, their addresses, they buy $150. And then I charge them $80. When you see my post, you see that I write in Naira and I write in dollars. And so when they see, they're like, okay. And then when I do sponsored ads, I target outside Nigeria. So that's how I have a lot of people outside Nigeria.
Which design has actually inspired you the most, and you know it keeps coming back and people want it?
Okay, there's this design we made. We call it Ego Pants Set. It's an Ankara top with plain pants. I made that design 2018. Until date, we're still making it. You know, you can't see us writing sold out on Ankara outfits. No, we don't sell out on anything. When we use this particular Ankara to make it, we use other Ankara we keep making it. It was just a plain pant and an Ankara top, and I woke up in the morning and the order was massive. So that's set. And then there's this other one, a combo set, where we use two different Ankaras to make a top and a pant. It's been selling for 5 years running. People still send us the pictures that they want to remake it. So we send them the available fabrics, and then it's a bestseller.
How do you stay true to your philosophy, you know, your fashion philosophy, especially when the trends are changing?
When the trends are changing, I have my own unique style, and I stay true to it. Majority of our customers come to us because of pants. So whether the trends are changing, our pants are still the same. We still make signature pants. You know, people have problems with pants. Tall people, because of the flap and all that. So because of that, we still do what we are known for. We always try to fine-tune it. No matter the trends, people will still wear pants. People will still wear good pants. You understand? So we just mind what we are known for and fine-tune it.
Okay, what actually inspired your bestseller being the pants? And, you know, did your background affect your inspiration for, you know, making those pants?
I always had a problem buying pants. Most times, it's either the pants were too long or the flap was too long. And then I also noticed that many women had that same problem. The plus size women had problems buying pants. You know, there are people that are plus size but they're not tall. So it was a challenge I had, and I noticed people had the same challenge. So I now said to myself, I love wearing pants. There must be a way out of this. So I had to learn how to make very good pants, and then that's what has helped us now. You know, people like, go to Fab. If you want pants, go to Fab. Especially now that most times when I'm in any town, I see people coming to take their measurements. You are in this town, I have to come, so I take my pants measurement, you know. So that's what pushed me into learning how to make very good pants.
Most times when people, you know, see fashion designers, they feel, oh, they are so expensive. What do you have to say to that?
Expensive, something that is expensive to you may be cheap to me. It depends on your pockets. It depends on your pockets, you know. After all, people still go to Vodi. People still go to Maya Tafo. So what you call expensive may not be expensive to me. That's why when I see people say, why are you charging in dollars? I have my target market. I have the people that buy in dollars and other hard currencies. So I don't see anything as expensive actually. It depends on what you have, on your budget.
Starting as a fashion designer, what mistakes have you made in your business and how did you correct it? What did you learn from it?
Okay. The first mistake I made was sending out outfits without collecting my money. It was a big problem. And then selling to relations without collecting my money. And so I stopped. The first one I sent it to Houston, Texas. And then from one story to another, I lost. Can you imagine somebody that got into business 6 months after? You lost about $400.
Wow.
It was too much for me. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I was crying. And then I learned the hard way. Now, if you do not pay everything, we are not sending your outfits. Nothing will make us send it. No. You pay to the last couple. And then we send. I learned it the very hard way. And then when people pay for their outfits, they are eager to get it. But when they don't pay you, they don't care. You call them. Somebody actually blocked me because of delivery fee. Yeah, so we've learned all that. And then, women, we are amazing people. They can wake up in the morning and they are cranky, and then you send them and say, why are you sending a message this morning? Early morning like this, you are harassing me because of how much you send in the afternoon, this hot afternoon. Why? You are harassing, you send the night. So what we do, when you send your orders, we send you the money, we send you your bill. When you make payments, we make your outfits and send. So in that way, there's nobody's fighting anybody, nobody's spoiling with anybody. So
that means you have to put policies in place.
Yes.
To control these things.
Yes.
So even if you are not around, your staff knows that.
They know. If you send an outfit without collecting the money, you pay. It's simple. They already, as a matter of fact, nobody in my office will send outfit to you without confirming payments. No, they know because you will pay. I'm not going to call the customer. I don't have any business with the customer. You took the order and you sent it out. There's no problem. When the customer sends me pictures, I'm like, okay, nice, your outfit fits. You pay me. You pay me. Because I don't want to fight with my customer. No. So they already know. And then some of my customers already know. Our old customers, our returning customers, they already know. Pay Fabo. If you don't pay, she won't make your outfit. That's fine. Only the new ones, they'll be like, can I pay on delivery? I say, no, ma'am, we don't do that. Can I pay half? Yes, you can pay half. We book you. When you make your full payments, we make your outfits. Because we can't leave those who already paid full to start making yours. It doesn't make sense. So they already know. After all, when you go to big stores, you pay full and take your outfit. So why not?
Now, talking about policies, I'm going back to policies.
Okay.
How do you think government has helped? Are they involved in this industry? Or is just the individuals doing their things themselves?
Government has not helped the fashion industry one bit. It's just that our people are resilient. Nigerians are tough people. We are very strong people. We fight. Even while fighting, we are laughing. We are smiling through the pain. Government has not helped us one bit. I told you that's one of the greatest challenges. We do not have light. You can't do anything as a fashion designer without light. And then you don't have light 23 hours a day. What are you supposed to do? They don't give us grants, so they don't help us. We just struggle through the whole thing. You make the designs, you struggle to sell, but once you sell, inland revenue will come and take tax.
Now, that brings me to, you mentioned inland revenue now. having a walk-in store, how have you been able to cope? Because I know everybody will come and take their own tax, even TV and radio that you don't even use in the shop.
Yes.
How?
There's no shortcut to this. We pay from your billboard. They come in from the environmental whatever. In Enugu they have Eswama. You pay. There's no shortcut to it. You pay. Whether you sell or you don't sell, you pay.
Payment. We'll be going on a short break.
Okay.
And when we come back, we'll still look at the things fashion designers do that helps them in their businesses, and also how the younger ones can be encouraged if they decide to go into the fashion industry. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
We are a nation blessed with people of diverse cultures, religions, languages, and opinions. It is ironic that we are now being ripped apart by our greatest strength, our diversity. We have allowed intolerance, insensitivity, bigotry, and nepotism to blind our vision of the greatness we can achieve working together as one. We may not have the same culture, nor religion, nor language, but we all belong to the same nation by the divine will of God. We did not choose to be Nigerians. Nigeria chose us. This nation is our divine heritage, and if we open our eyes, we will realize that what divides us pales in comparison to what unites us. And by the comparison and conciliation of our differences, we will grow until our differences disappear. Our unity cannot be wielded by mere declarations, nor do we get unity by ignoring the questions that beg for answers. We must celebrate our diversity and debate our differences without fracturing our unity. Our strength is not in our numbers, but in our unity, because even the weak become strong when united. Nigeria unite.
This message is brought to you by Abuja Broadcasting Corporation, owners and operators of ASO Radio 93.5 FM Abuja, ASO Television DSTV Channel 392, Star Times Terrestrial Channel 127, Free TV Channel 507, People's TV Channel 285, and UHF Channel 38.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Femininescope, and before we went on a short break, we've been talking about fashion designing. We still have the CEO of Fab Signature, Frances Anyaegbuna, an accountant turned fashion designer. Welcome back.
Thank you, ma'am.
Before we went on a short break, we're talking about the revenue and all that. We know that most times fashion designers who have walk-in stores face challenges. But something I want to ask, in this era of social media, how are you able to control or accept criticism?
Criticism as regards your designs.
Your designs.
Okay, I always tell fellow designers, everybody will like you. You're not jollof rice. You're not jollof, so you just have to be ready to take criticism. Some people see your outfit, they're like, oh wow, this is nice. Some people see, they're like, oh, you're looking like a masquerade. I do not argue on social media. I just look at it and I'm like, your choice. And then if criticism from a client, that's what I take serious. We check out what you ordered. Is that what we made? Is that the measurement you gave, your measurement you gave us? Is that what we made? So we check that out and see whether we are at fault or you gave us a wrong measurement. But you know, social media is a wild place, so we are used to that.
What message do you convey through your designs? Because some people, you know, like people have their signature things, like your signature pants. So what message do you convey? when people see it, like, how do you want them to feel, or what message are you passing across to them?
Confidence. Confidence. When I always teach women, we can be confident in any outfit you wear. Yeah, you really do not need an outfit to be confident. But then, when people see my outfits, the first thing they look at is, I want you to see modesty. There are outfits I cannot make, no matter the money.
I was coming to that.
No matter the trend. You will never see me make outfits that show and all that. Show your body, this, that. No. I don't do that because I don't believe in that. When people bring it to the store for me to make, well, we'll need to adjust this design. If you agree, we go ahead with it. If you don't agree, you take it some other place.
So some don't even agree?
No. Hey. So many don't. They're like, are you the one wearing it? But I'm the one making it. I'm the one making it. And then I wouldn't want you to post it and said Fab Signature made this.
Is this something that has to do with your value, or you just don't want
it? It has to do with my values and my belief. And my belief. And then I believe that you must be naked to be beautiful. You can still be covered. Can't you see I'm gorgeous?
You are.
Okay.
You are.
You can still be covered and still be beautiful. So once it's against my values and my belief, I won't make it.
Can you discuss the obstacles you have faced in this journey?
As a fashion designer?
Yes.
The obstacles I have faced is, number one, you suffer to create a design and then you make it, and then the next morning somebody takes the design and makes it and sells it below your cost price.
Something you created yourself
from scratch. You're making a design is not easy. You need to think, and then you draw, you cancel, you draw again and all that, and then you make it, and then somebody wakes up the next morning. The worst part is this person uses your picture to model, to sell the outfit.
For real?
I think social media is a wild place. You look at your picture and then somebody is using it and right with a post, our model is wearing, and you're asking yourself, how am I your model? What's going on here? And then when you talk, people will be like, are you the only one? Are you the, so when I look at these things, I'm like, that first year, it was a big challenge for me. I kept fighting with people, but now, if you post my picture, sometimes I come there and say, this is your model, is fine. How many people are you going to fight? I'm going to fight, so it's a big challenge. And then, aside that, exporting our designs is another big challenge because of fees. There are countries that you send to, they are required to pay tax, and when the client pays that tax, they may not come back. They'll be like, this is too expensive. I had to pay so after paying delivery fees, which is always huge. Like when we sent to South Africa, they seized the entire out. Wow. It was at that point, who will pay? Is it the client or me? But I had to pay. That was millions of naira, but I had to pay because the outfits didn't get to the clients.
That means you make huge losses sometimes when these things are not tabled.
Yes, we do. We make losses. There are things you send and they get missing.
Wow.
Yeah, and they get missing. So that's why after a while I decided to use a particular company. So when it gets missing, they pay. So as a client, if you insist on another agency, it's on you. If it gets missing, it's on you. Unless you're using mine. And then when I know that if it gets missing, they will pay. But before then, we made a lot of losses. Outfits were missing. Some people will actually collect their outfits and tell you they didn't get it.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you have no proof. And then you pay. You know, so those are the challenges that we passed through. But now
as a fashion designer,
yeah,
what is the worst kind of dressing you've seen, especially among women?
All that cleavage stuff. I find it disgusting. Sorry to use that word. I find it, at times I find it embarrassing. I'm like, you don't need to show all that, really. You don't need, it's an eyesore for me. And then they tell you, it's my body. Yeah, it's your body, you know. But then, I have the right to look around. I have the right to look. So, but then, I find it embarrassing. I find it embarrassing that you wear an outfit and half of your boobs are showing. That's the worst thing that can happen. And then you're wearing pants and the flap is so long. I'm like, are you not seeing this? Who made this? The flap is so long, like a sack. I don't like to see it. I hate to see that. And so these are the two things that when I look at times when I sit at events, that's what I'm looking at.
I notice you play around with colors a lot. You love colors.
Yes.
How can women combine these colors? Because sometimes there are some you will see and you're like, what is this? But can you run us through some colors that can be combined? Colors that suit skin types? Because people don't know this. They just feel that, okay, this suits me, let me just wear it.
Okay, you know, most women wear black. Black is a basic color for everyone. And then I noticed this color thing and we added it in our fashion school. We teach colors. There are primary colors, there are secondary colors. There are colors you can't combine, else you look like a clown. You can't, even though now, there's this thing we call color blocking. You see people wearing orange and pink. Nice. But not everybody can pull it, you know. If you do not know colors, it's better to wear black and get a bright color, maybe red, maybe pink, pair it with, get a bright color and pair it with a dull color. You can do red and black. You can do black and pink. You can do black and white, which is normal. For us, we can wear orange and pink. You can wear two shades of orange like this pink and this pink. They're not the same. You can also do that. You can wear a lighter green and deep green. You can do that. But if you are not good with colors, you better stick to monotone. Just wear one color. It's better to just wear one color. Or, like I said earlier, combine it with a black and something bright, a bright color, and then some other thing to make so you look like Ojiji.
So black is a must-have color for everybody.
Black is a must-have. White too is a must-have, but black basically. So you can always
switch colors,
you know, with black. You can. There's nothing you can't combine with black. You know, they call me combo queen. When we started, they started with calling me combo queen. You know, we do a lot of colors. That's one thing that has helped us in selling. If you look at our pants, we can do a yellow pants with a green top. We can do a red pants with a yellow top. But then not everybody can pull it off.
Sure.
Not everybody can pull it off. But then I encourage my customers. Some will be like, it's too much. I say, just try it. It will fit. And when they try it, they are like, oh, nice.
You mentioned about your academy. So you actually teach people how to sew.
Yes.
what would you tell a parent who is not encouraging the child to learn how to sew if they want to?
You know, before now, people thought that olodos and dollars, they are the ones that learn how to sew. But when they come to a fashion school, you find out that if you're not smart, if you're not intelligent, you can't be a good fashion designer. You can't be, because you need to, just like you said now, you need to look at the colors. You need to check out the colors. You need to be detailed. So when I see parents are like, sewing, what was there in sewing? There's a lot in sewing. If your child is creative, if you notice that your child is creative, there are children that draw on their own. They churn out designs on their own. I encourage parents, encourage that child during holidays. Bring them. Let's help nurture that. Let's help them. You know, when they draw, it's okay, what colors do you want this outfit to be? You see them, you guide them. Even if it doesn't stop you from being whatever you want to be. It's a skill that is feeding some of us today. Your skill can feed you.
Definitely.
Yeah, so you can be whatever you want to be, but then you can also learn a skill. So I always encourage parents, encourage that child. She can still be in school, but encourage the child. During holidays, leave all that academics. Encourage this child that you have seen he or she is creative. Let's help her. Because if I had started long ago, I would have gone far. Imagine if I learned fashion design when I was in secondary school, I would have gone far. So that's why we have these summer classes
for children.
So I look at them. The ones that are not creative, I tell their parents, this child has no interest in design, and then you can't force it.
Sure.
Yeah, you can't force it. But yeah.
You can't force learning a skill. You mentioned your children help out. Do you pay them?
Yes, those ones. I pay them, but I must say I have good children. God has helped me with my children. At times when I pay them, they'll be like, Mommy, don't worry, just keep it. But at times they are like, Mommy, I did this. My money is okay, let me pay you. So I pay, especially my son. That one likes money.
Who has been your greatest supporter in this journey?
In this journey?
Yes.
My children. Those ones, they walk like me. When I wake them up 12 midnight, 1 a.m., they don't complain. Okay, 2 years ago, my children and I were in the office on Christmas Day.
Wow.
Yeah, we were working. Everybody had gone. It was just me and them. They'll be like, okay, let's finish this one. Where are we sending it to? My son will be like, okay, let me start going to the park. Send it to me. You know, my children, honestly, the greatest support ever. And then my family, of course. Now that I'm out, my sister is there.
Okay.
Standing in for me, making sure everything is in place. So
can you walk us through your creative process from when a customer walks in with a fabric into your store?
Okay. When a customer walks into the store, the first question I ask, what's the occasion? While I'm asking that, I'm looking at what you're wearing. I'm looking at I'm checking out your confidence level.
Does it matter?
It matters. There are things, if you're not confident enough, there are things you can't pull off. There are things you can't wear. There are things you feel they are too much. People be like, he's too much. I'm looking so stylish. You know, so from when a customer walks in, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the fabric. The fabric determines what we're going to make. So I'm looking at the designs, okay. I'm looking at your size. Your size also determines what you wear. If you're a plus size, there are things you can wear. If you are pear shaped, there are things you can wear. So I'm looking at all those things, then I'm drawing the design. I'm showing you. You like this, you like this. Remember, I've asked you the occasion so that you don't overdress. So you now choose, and then we start making. It depends on what we're making. You come for fitting, and then a happy customer is a happy fab. So what determines what you make is your person, your size, your fabric. Most important, your fabric.
How does your fabric choice affect your dress?
Your fabric choice affects your dress. Okay. Like, there are fabrics that won't come out well in certain designs. There are fabrics, now this is in vogue now. You want to make it, and then you are bringing fabrics that are very thick. There are better things to do with thick fabrics. You know, so your fabric determines what you will get, what will make.
What advice will you give your younger self?
Start early. Pursue your passion. Start early. Start very early. Do not care. Do not listen to what anybody is saying. Go to school, yes, but start early. Pursue your passion very early in life.
And to the government?
Help the fashion designers, please help us.
To the young girl out there who is looking at becoming a fashion designer.
To the young girl out there, pursue your dream, create your niche, target your customers, stay true to your designs, and then you'll find your own people. Even the days they don't buy, just don't give up. Don't give up. Just continue. You will get the people. And make sure that you pay attention to details. That will make you stand out from the crowd. Else you'll be like, they'll call you tailor. Nobody will call you a fashion designer. You'll be the regular, what do they call it? Obioma tailor. Yeah. So just do that, and then you'll stand out.
Want to sincerely thank you for taking our time to be with us on the show today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you for having me.
Always.
Thank you.
Always.
Thank you.
Our guest has been the CEO of Fab Signature, Frances Anyaegbuna, an accountant turned fashion designer and an accomplished professional in the fashion industry, which has positively and uniquely positioned her to impart comprehensive knowledge in fashion business, management, and sales. The evolution of fashion designing has been characterized by a shift in perception of functionality of clothing, from being used as a vehicle for self-expression, identity, and societal change. Today, fashion designing is a full-fledged industry that involves creativity. Learning about fashion designing first starts with having the interest and the passion for it. Find a reputable place to learn all about it. Collaboration plays a very key role in the fashion world. Private individuals, corporate organizations, or even the government can help boost this industry by organizing boot camps and trainings to help set up upcoming individuals who are interested in joining the fashion industry, which has actually become a gold mine. That's the much we can take on the program today. Until next week, bye-bye.